Welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today I'm gonna try something completely different, and I very much want your feedback. Tell me what you think. Is this a good idea? Should I stop immediately and just go back to replays? And reviews, of course, but let me know what you think. Like I said, this is very much me just trying something new. So, let me know what you guys think. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna go through all the tiers of tanks. This is gonna be slightly difficult because I don't have enough garage space to go through all of them and buy all of them and all that, but I want to slowly work my way through the tiers and see if I can pick out what the best tank will be for that tier. Now, it's gonna be very difficult. And of course I have not played every single tank, so this is partially going to be based on my own experience with the tanks I have played, and partially based on the stats of tanks. Now there's going to be a lot of controversy here because one person likes this tank, the other person likes that tank, but this is from my point of view, okay? So don't be pissed off when it's not your tank that wins. However, if you have good compelling arguments in the comments down below, I might change my mind. If you come up with really good arguments or performance stats, or, you know, I'll gladly change my mind if you find something better. Yeah, let's take a look. Start at tier 1, the very basis. We have currently 6 tier 1s. The Japanese, of course, are not in here yet. I actually don't know what the Japanese thing is gonna be. We'll see. So, for tier 1, I actually do own a tier 1, and that's the Renault FT. And the main reason I picked this tank is because of its gun's accuracy plus penetration. Can we see the accuracy here? No, I actually can't. Well, we'll look at that in a bit. So, the demands of what you're looking for is going to be different per tier, and throughout this series I'm probably actually going to build up a set of tanks, one tank for each tier that I like and I'm gonna keep and work on. You know, get the crews up and that sort of stuff. So eventually I'm gonna need to buy more garage slots, which means I need to buy more gold, so I need more people to watch my videos. So get your friends to watch. Anyways, so let's take a look. Tier 1, what would you be looking for in tier 1? Well, straight off the bat, armor is not gonna matter. Armor is completely worthless because any tank will have at least double the amount of armor you can have in tier 1, so armor is not a factor. If you bounce anything in tier 1, it's gonna be a miracle. Okay, so armor we can immediately throw out the window as a selling point, I guess. So now, let's see. If you've played a lot of tier 1 battles, or just, you know, some, you'll know that a lot of tier 1 is camping, for obvious reasons. A lot of people don't know how to play. B, you have no armor, you can't take hits. You're not fast, you know, that you can't flank real quick or anything, so there's a lot of camping going on. So that's why I went with the Renault FT, because it has the most accurate gun. It's still shit, but it's the most accurate. So, rate of fire is pretty much the same on most of them, but these are not upgraded. But like I said, we'll take a look at the top guns for all of them in a sec. So, HP, the MS-1 is the lowest HP out of all of them. However, it's compensated by the biggest hit with the gun. So, it's kind of the glass cannon effect on that one. The American is the fastest, with a speed limit of 41. The Renault FT is, how do I put it? Its top speed is low, but it is extremely maneuverable. Traverse speed of 30. It's not the highest, but by far, from what I've seen, this thing is the most mobile out of all of them. It gets it to the top speed of 20 kilometers an hour in 1 second or less. It turns on a dime. It takes half a second to turn this thing 180 around. It's ridiculous. So this thing is really maneuverable. So that is a good thing, but it's not fast. So keep that in mind. Now, hit point wise, you know, it depends on what your motive is. You know, what do you want out of your tier 1 tank? Like I said, I went for the accuracy so I can hit the most people. Accuracy and pen. If you want the fastest, you'll go with the American. At least I do, yeah, I do believe so. The British, don't know actually what that one's really about. Fuel range, they're pretty similar. I think the Renault FT has the highest, I do believe. Well, this is the upgraded turret, so it's not entirely fair. Let's take a look at some of the modules. We'll start off with the final guns on all of them. Start off with the American real quick here. You get 2 guns to pick from. Well, okay, I guess this one is pretty poor compared to this one. 15 shells, 5 shells. Rate of load time, slight difference. This one has more penetration and more damage per shot. And this one has a little bit more clips in its magazine, so it's gonna be a toss-up really between the two. I guess it really doesn't matter all that much. Let's go with this one because this is a tier 2 gun, so there's really not much between them. So let's spread them out a bit. Okay, so as you can see, 0.45 accuracy is the best accuracy out of all of them. The MS1 getting close to it. Penetration of 46 is pretty high as well, but what I also like with this one is the 1.5 second aim time and the high rate of fire. So even though it's maybe not the best gun for direct one hit damage output, it still can put out a lot of damage a minute. So rate of fire is going to be relatively similar. This is of course an autoloader, and so is this one. So they're a bit hard to compare to the rest, but basically the best accuracy and aim time, so best way to get your shot on target is the MS1. No, Renault FT. The biggest hit in one go is the MS1, I do believe, unless I change something. No, actually the British is the biggest hit. Yeah, the British. But the rate of fire of the British is drastically lower than the MS1, and the penetration on the MS1 is better. So, you know, it gets a bigger hit, but it's more difficult and slower to get those hits on target. So, out of that, the MS1 gun, even though the aim time is longer and the accuracy is much better, so I would say the MS1 is better than that one. So, we can take that one out. Although it's not a bad gun. The autoloaders, again, it depends on what you're going for. If you want to go close encounter, whacking people in the face, then autoloaders like this, spray and pray guns, as I like to call them, are good because you can put a lot of hurt in real quick. Your burst damage is massive. But after that, you're reloading. 4.6 second, you can't do anything. 10 second, you can't do anything. So if you want to be up close and personal, those are the guns to go for. If you don't like that and want to be more of a sniper, these are not the guns to be going for. So, we have the Renault FT. We have the Chinese counterpart, which has less penetration and less damage, but actually a lower rate of fire as well and a longer aiming time, so this gun overall is pretty shit. Okay, so that's kind of worthless then. What the hell? Oh no, actually, excuse me, the damage is higher. Overlook that for a sec. The damage is higher, but the penetration is less, the aim time is longer, and the accuracy is less, and the rate of fire is less, even though you do a bit more damage. Okay, let's take that one out. So, it's between the MS1 and the Renault FT. I personally like the sniping aspect of this one. The slightly more accuracy and especially the aim time, combined with having more HP than the MS1. Just take a look real quick. The MS1 has 90 HP. I can't say how much. Let's see. 115, and the MS1 doesn't have the top turrets. Oh, wrong one. So I don't know how much it has when it has the top turret, but I imagine it's not much more than this. So I'm guessing 100, 110. something like that. So HP wise, they're pretty similar. So for me, the best tier 1 that I like the most, and that is actually in my garage, yes, I do have camo on it, is the Radeon FT. To me, this is the winner. I've taken a long look at all the stats and how well I did in any and all of these, and I can pull up the service record for this one. My T1, well, this is like one of the first tanks I ever got, so I sucked in it. Yeah. The German, I did quite a bit better. I won most of the games there, but I killed 2 in 5 games. Let's see, in this one I killed 2 in 7 games. The Chinese, I killed 75 games, so I already did better on that one. I killed 16 in 28 battles in the MS1. Again, these were all played when I got the game, basically. So right now the tanks are a lot more accurate. Some of the guns might even have changed. Stats have changed. You know, this was a long time ago. You know what you should do? Add a little stat here that shows you the last time you've played this tank, a date. That would be nice. The British, I got 3 kills in 4 battles. Yeah, me, Radeon FT. I've of course kept it for a while, but take a look at this. 127 kills in 54 games. Yeah, I use it as a seal clubbing device, but I don't play it that often. I mean, 54 games, I've had this thing for like 2 months now. That I rebought it, I mean. I do pretty well on it. Destruction ratio is good, damage ratio is good. Experience isn't extremely high, but it's tier 1, what do you expect? So, damage and spotted. I mean, yes, it is a seal clubbing device, I know that, but gotta have some fun in tanks once in a while. So this is my big winner. Yeah, I like it. It's good. It doesn't really take a hit, but it has okay-ish depression. It's not bad. And it's very, very fast getting off a straight line. But then the American tier 1 will catch up very quickly. But off the line, this is probably the fastest out of all of them. So you can shoot and duck into cover real quick, and with that 1.5 second aim time, you can pull it off. You can just zip forward, shoot, and pull back before they can even aim at you. So, for tier 1, this is my winner, and this was the first version of this show. Let me know what you think. Do you have suggestions for this show? Do you want me to keep it? Do you want me to get rid of it? And of course, then the next show will be about tier 2s. You know, it will go up the line, obviously. It's gonna take a lot of research on my part and a lot of time to slam this together. I mean, tier 1 is only 6 vehicles, but tier 2, we get tank destroyers, we get artillery, you know, a lot more variables, a lot more. So, let me know what you think. Shall we split the show up into tier 2 the TD, or just tier 2 overall? You know, for the rest of the show, split it up, keep it into one, and just distill it all the way down to 1 tank for 1 tier, including every type of tank. Shall I cancel the show? Let me know. I'm just trying something here, seeing if it's interesting for you guys, interesting for me. I mean, I think it's a fun thing to go through the tech tree and just, you know, distill out what is fun to play and what isn't, and what's a painful grind, and, you know, share my experience, because as you can see, I've played almost every single tier 2 out there. I've not done all of them, but, you know, most of the tech trees I've been through almost all of them. So, I mean, up to tier 6-ish, I've played nearly every tank with the exception of artillery, but even those I have played, so. As you can see, I've been through a lot of it, but not all. So, let me know what you think. Like the video, if you like it, obviously. And by all means, leave a comment down below. I want to know what you think. I want to know if I should continue this, if you have suggestions, anything, just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Well, like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.